yesterday, and of course, I tried on Twitch, obviously, but I didn't get it somehow. And of course, I hit a game winner to win the game, but I didn't get it. So, here you go, game 2, my GM.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Checking out the Trail Blazers. This is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Kyle Korver, one of the league's premier shooters, as we all know. A lot of guys can make the claim, but his numbers indicate that he is the best shooter in the league. Kenny, is he?
Best shooter in the league off the catch. Maybe not off the dribble. But I would put my money on Steph Curry and Klay Thompson to go head-to-head with this guy. But he shot almost 50% behind the arc, Ernie. That's impressive. And then ended up over 49% for the year. And check this out, 48% from the floor.
Oh, yeah, you guys didn't get the introduction, obviously.
A look at the east over downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Still glowing in the evening twilight.
Obviously, my first video didn't post.
Looking at the last game for the Phoenix Suns, it was a loss to the Dallas Mavericks. And that's one they'd like to have back. A little more focus would have been enough. Just a 4-point loss.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Bogut out there with Anderson. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Parsons in at the small forward position.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now. And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Here is Lillard. A 14-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. Korver kicks to Bogut. Kicks it out to Lillard. Clock at 6.
I'll pause for a quick second. All right.
And Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement. He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Evans against Parsons. Evans goes in, and he gets it to go.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving. And Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Lillard pushing it up. Parsons passes to Bogut. Now, here's Lillard. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Now here's Lillard. There's the pick. The dish now to Anderson. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Parsons for 3. No luck. Evans with some nice D.
Oh, wow.
And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year, he's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise.
Here's Lillard after Tyreek Evans has scored. Screen by Bogut. Lillard attacking. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. Now here's Moutier. Defense is right there. Launches it.
How is that
Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
Holiday. Another shot. Here's Azili. Off to a good start as he hits his...
Let's replay that. Boom. Oh.
First shot attempt.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Out to Ibaka. Second chance shot. That one rolling around and rims out.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Anderson dishes to Parsons. Holiday against Stuckey. The shot by Holiday, no good. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Wiles check in for Serge Ibaka. And then for the Trailblazers, Damari Carroll comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Kyle Korver. Stuckey against Holiday. The shot by Carroll, no good. Suns have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The feed now to Iguodala. Suns moving the ball around. Wiles passes to Iguodala. That's good on the jump shot. Iguodala's got his first bucket in this one.
A pretty delivery that time from Iguodala.
Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
Here's Iguodala. After Drew Holiday's score, the drive by Iguodala, the rebound by Holiday. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Beverly wide open. No good from outside.
And as you said with the Blazers, they were the only team to win 50 games and still lose more than they won on the road. Last team to do that was the 2013 Denver Nuggets.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Nato, defended by Beverly. Here's Wiles. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Chandler Parsons. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Azili. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. It's all tied in Phoenix. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just... And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let...
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Yep.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
It's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Lyles out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Tyreek Evans. Then it's Lee, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
Here's Korver. Oh, that's blocked. Jackson against Lillard. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And he slams that one down. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Lee outside. Back to Jackson. He kicks it to Cousins. 11 feet away, and it's sent back by Bogut.
Anthony Davis helped on
Lillard
him.
with it, guarded now by Jackson.
And his guy was Ryan Anderson.
Lillard attacking. Here's Korver. Pass to Carroll.
The jump shot was barely any time left.
There's the pick. Pass to Anderson. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Anderson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Evans attacking. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Count that one. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Lyles. He's covered by Anderson. Evans outside. Shot clock at 5. But they get it back. Cousins hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Jackson against Lillard. Launches a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Evans inside. Carroll covering for 3. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Lee.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And guys, Tyreek Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Mazzili's checked in for Bogut. Chandler Parsons comes in for Damari Carroll. Drew Holiday is checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Damian Lillard.
Oh.
And back to Tyreek Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong, he's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league. And looking at Drew Holiday, there's one thing he could do to really improve his game. Something that would, for the first time in a full season, help get his field goal percentage up over 45%, and that's just to get to the rim more often, attack off the dribble. And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
On the topic of Holiday, there's one stat that proves that he hasn't been going to the basket. He is averaging, Clark, less than 2 free throw attempts a game.
Yeah, his direct competitors are getting to the line. Guys like Lillard and Steph Curry shoot more than double the free throw. That's one reason why through last season they'd won a lot more games than Holiday. Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Oh, wide open look here for Ibaka. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Anderson. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Running it right down their throats. 3 straight buckets in transition.
Yeah, and they're paying the price right now for the lackluster defense. For me, that's inexcusable.
Kicks it out to Iguodala.
No way.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
Moutier, he's checked in for Phoenix. And he's good on the second.
Gotta pause it quick. Alright, ready.
20 seconds left to play here in the half. Parsons attacking. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. At the top of the key, O'Quinn. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. And so O'Quinn nails both of them.
Ooh, he got time. Ooh, if you get Ryan.
And Beverly kicks to Anderson.
A pick. Oh, that'd be quick.
Here's Azili, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so that's the end of the first half. Trailblazers lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
DeMarcus, you guys seem to have a lot of opportunities to score, but have not been able to capitalize as much as usual. Is this something that you've talked to the team?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end, because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
They need to turn up the defense intensity. They let the game get taken to them instead of the other way around. Coming out in the second half, they got to play with a chip on their...
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And now, welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Lillard has been playing really well. He has 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Damian Lillard out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Ryan Anderson, and it's Bogut, and it's Parsons in at the 3.
And guys, Courtney Lee, now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting 2 guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have 2 great free throw shooting guards.
Portland leading by 5. Here's Lillard. That's tipped. Now Moutier, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's sent back by Bogut. Here's Lillard. No good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
90 seconds now into the second half. Kicks it out to Parsons. Buries the long-range jumper. Parsons got 5 now.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Evans against Parsons. Lee kicks to Cousins. And he drops it in from the low post. 6 points for him. Portland leading by 3. Lillard attacking. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. And guys, with the Suns last year, it wasn't a full return to that 7 seconds or less era, but it was pretty close. And the Suns were right at the top in terms of pace of play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Lillard kicks to Carroll. Outside for Korver.
Oh, yeah.
Good on the triple. Korver's got 4 points this quarter.
And you know what? That's his sweet spot over in that corner. Probably his favorite shot.
Nato. Rebounded by Korver.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Carroll dishes to Parsons.
Again?
Lee with the steal. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Phoenix. Jackson comes in for Lee. And Portland with a change here, too. Drew Holiday's checked in for Parsons. Nato, covered by Lillard. From 12 feet out.
How is that a foul?
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on Andrew Bogut.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future.
Both free throws good from Cousins.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Evans with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Cousins with a screen on Holiday. Evans, and he hits it to tie the game up. Evans has got 14.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Evans against Lillard. Bogut sets a screen for Lillard, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Suns. Stuckey comes in for Jackson. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Portland. And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
And Holiday throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Trailblazers leading by 3. 1:25 left in the third. Screen by Bogut. Passes it to Ezeli. Iguodala with the steal. And Rodney Stuckey the bucket on the assist by Iguodala. And it's 8 points for Rodney Stuckey. Out left to the wing. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Dishes to O'Quinn. Nato, defended by Beverly. Down low, here's Cousins. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Beverly, the pass to Holiday. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Holiday's got 12 in the game.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And that one's good.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Portland's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Oh.
Right wing.
Oh, yeah.
Beverly with the ball. The shot from 20 feet away. And again, it's Drew Holiday. He's got 14. Nato. The shot is off. And it. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter, the 3-point lead.
Suns trail by 3. Tyreek Evans out there with Iguodala. Then it's Moutier, then it's Lee, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. No good from Lee. Portland's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Parsons. Second shot opportunity. And Lillard kicks to Ezeli. Back to Lillard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Moutier. Kicks it out to Iguodala. And a wide open look for Lee. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Here's Lillard. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Moutier, no good. Portland leading by 7. Here's Ezeli, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage. And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Lillard attacking and powered down the champ.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Yep.
Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Lillard with no one around. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store. You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Portland. Now here's Moutier, covered by Lillard. Lee outside. And he gets it to go.
And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play. And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Now here's Moutier, guarded closely. Cousins, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Lillard attacking, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving.
Oh, whoops. Gotta pause it for a second.
And never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any
guard,
thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Timeout called. The Suns, they're behind by 7. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. .158 left here in the fourth quarter. They grab their own miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Suns trail by 7. Here's Moutier. Feeds it to Cousins. From 11 feet away. And good on the basket. Book it. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And that one's good. And now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead. And breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Suns.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Clock at 4. And Holiday kicks to Korver. They can't stop the run with that one.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Here's Holiday. It's good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And the Suns call time here. They're losing by 5. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They need to get a quick bucket here. If there's more than 24 seconds left afterwards, they can try for a stop. If there's less, they'll have to foul.
There's Lee with the 3. The shot no good. Korver with the defensive effort. And they go to the intentional foul. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Four seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Moutier dishes to Cousins. Money!
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Knocked away and stolen by Cousins.
No.
That one wide left. Parsons attacking, and he gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And it's blocked. And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From Mike.
Alright guys, till next time. See ya.